Welcome back, everyone, to Legaia Reborn. Man, I did that so smooth this time. That's because I thought about how I was going to screw it up beforehand.
Careful, thinking is dangerous.
You've never messed that up before.
Oh, thanks. You won't gaslight me away from my own shame?
You wouldn't gaslight a DM, would you?
Gaslighting's not real.
No, we're level 6.
It's called girl bossing.
Yeah, you said we leveled up to level 6 two
no.
sessions ago.
My encounter table is jacked up then. There's going to be some easy encounters.
Wait, we're in the middle of a fight, actually, at the end.
Wrapped up.
You just finished a fight. In fact, what happened last time was Thresh and Risprit tailed Tessa while the rest go to fill in Kaduka on the situation. Eventually, panicking, Tessa begs Risprit and Thresh to help her find Milo. Thresh goes back to meet everyone else while Risprit walks Tessa back to the Cats Away Theater. Upon arriving, Rispert discovers Milo bleeding with shards of glass sticking out of his back. Applying an ocean's balm to Milo causes him to recover and say that Hilda is going to kill Aramanius and that she has a Saru. Rispert takes off toward the church while Milo and Tessa rush to the fireworks staging area to inform the rest of the red shirts who rush toward the church as well. Rispert finds the door of the church ripped off and church members who point him to a nearby cliff overlooking the ocean. Everyone converges on that place where they find Hilda dangling Aramanius over the cliff. She delivers a monologue about how the gods, and by extension the Ceruvians, have been imprisoning and torturing the mortals of Legaia. She delivers the ultimatum: allow her to kill the priest and surrender, or stand in the way and prove yourselves her enemy. The red shirts refuse to allow her to execute Aramanius, which causes her to attack. She uses her Saru's mechanical arms and spellcasting, and her spellcasting, to fight off the party, also using Aramanius' holy symbol to passively regenerate her health. Eventually, the red shirts disarm her of the holy symbol and knock her unconscious. And that's what happened.
Where is Aramania?
He is sitting on the floor, breathing heavily, scared, recovering.
Has he stopped convulsing?
He has stopped convulsing. He reaches up to Kaduka, a hand, hoping for a hand to help him up off the floor.
I help him up.
Oh, thank you, Kaduka. Oh, thank you, all of you. You saved my life.
You said he was... So he's like fine now?
He seems all right.
Okay. Because I know...
He's rubbing his neck a little bit.
I know in our panic hyper roll last couple of minutes, I got a 28 medicine check.
You did, and you could not see anything physically wrong with him.
Okay.
Bree's gonna grab the holy symbol from whoever has it and give it to Aramanius.
He says, oh, thank you. This... I mean, it meant a lot to me before she started using it against me. He puts it on around his neck.
That looks like more than just a relic.
Yeah, you need to explain what just happened there.
Okay. Yeah. I had my suspicions, but I try not to judge anyone too harshly, and really had no proof to go on. But Hilda is an Eclipsan.
Oh no.
Do we know what that is?
Luke, give me a deception check.
That'll teach you sarcasm around the DM.
Oh, deception.
Yeah, deception.
Everybody's pre-rolling.
I love it. Yeah, anyone. All right.
Poor
Uh,
Luke, she's so distraught.
Anyone that got higher than Loot understands she's being well. I assume you're trying to like, oh no, that's terrible, I didn't know, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyone that got higher than that can kind of suss out that there's something Loot isn't saying. But Aramania says, yeah, it's. I assume you've all heard of the Eclipsons then. And Hilda in particular, what I didn't know is she is an Ur priest.
An Ur priest. Sarah,
Have
we heard of that before?
you can make a religion check if you'd like.
Yeah, what is that?
Oh, yeah. Or priests. But for everyone else here, you want to give us a reminder there?
I mean, that's like a holy guy. You really
Yeah.
gotta be in the Eclipsian, no? I'm assuming I'm not a Eclipsian.
So none of you actually have ever heard of this before. But she says, Aramene says, well, yeah, or no, I don't suppose you have to, but the only Aura Priest I've ever heard of were Eclipsons. It is something they, as far as we know, they pioneered. You see, Ceruvian priests they're blessed with a connection to a font of the god's power. The gods, for the most part, don't, as far as we can tell, deliver their works on us by our request. They give us the power to draw power, energy to make their wills happen.
So they
Or
grant you a
priests,
boon.
yeah, or priests find a way to tap in to that font of power and draw from it without having ever been given that boon.
So, or priests are like spiritual thieves?
Basically, they are able to, they steal divine energy, essentially. And then she hexed my holy symbol, and it was drawing divine energy directly from me to heal her wounds.
But the energy that you have is granted, not taken.
Yes, that's correct. It's about this time that the whole, a bunch of people start showing up. As it turns out, you did see some of the people from the church running back toward the town.
Mm-hmm.
A bunch of people start showing up, and they kind of stop short, looking out, kind of gawking at everything going on here. But soon, the sheriff and Art Bristlebane ride up on horseback.
We should probably go ahead and tie her
Yeah.
up so she doesn't pop back to life and
Yeah.
cause more problems for us here.
Got something strong enough for this these extra arms?
I mean, we kind of didn't we
take the
damage
backpack
some
off,
of them?
right? I mean, it's just a backpack or a breastplate.
Was it
aren't
just
they
a
like
backpack?
growing out of her back?
So what you see here is now that a lot of her, there's still some stuff kind of hidden, but a lot of it kind of got ripped away, like a lot of her outerwear, as the arms violently shoved their way through. But you see that this mechanical or biomechanical material has adhered to her skin, and kind of wraps its way around the front to kind of create like a bit of a harness. But like the majority of it is like a like the back plate part of a breastplate almost, and the mechanical arms are just kind of like grow out of like 4 circular spots, or extend from 4 circular spots on the back plate, and they are kind of like flopped around on the ground.
When you say some of it adhered to her skin, do you mean like some of this backpack fused with her skin, or?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
really not all that thick. It's only like maybe 3/4 an inch thick at its thickest. You can, but it seems to be like fused to her back.
Ugh.
Well, we should probably tie what remains of the tendrils,
Yeah.
like bind them as well, just in case. They might
She's
not be useful.
unconscious
But...
at the moment. Maybe we should just break off the tendrils.
So, as you're having this discussion, the sheriff and Art roll up. Art has takes a little bit extra time to get off, but pretty deftly for having a fake leg, grabs kind of their pant leg and swings it over, and then kind of plants it down, and then undoes their other foot, pulls their cane out from their belt, and starts hobbling towards you. The sheriff gets kind of closer to you at first. You know, she's kind of a big lady for rat folk, but she gets up close and sees the you know, kind of the situation. She says, everyone stay back, everything is under control, nothing to see here, go back home. Art kind of like pushes past her and says, red shirts, report.
Is it still like raining profusely, like storming really bad, or is it cleared up a little bit?
It's cleared up a little bit. It's still like raining on you, but it's not like a gale or anything like that.
It's not a super cinematic like thunderstorm and everything.
No.
Okay.
It's more like standing outside of a house with your speaker up in the air outside somebody's window, kind of raining.
Gotcha.
Just enough for the rain to kind of run down your faces.
Well,
Bree kind of looks to some of her other party members like she doesn't really like to talk that much, so.
God.
oh, where to
You would
begin?
not believe
That's
what just happened.
Well, I suppose based on empirical evidence I would have to, but please, you can expand on that. That would be great.
So it turns out Hilda here is in Eclipse yet? Oh no! Well, she went crazy. She's been like trying to recruit people into her little cult, and then she decided, oh, tonight was the night. I'm gonna go crazy. And then she stole stuff from our good friend the priest, whom I love, and she was gonna kill him, and so we had to step in, of course. Everything's okay now, but this is seriously messed up, and we need someone to take a look at what's going on here, because like she's been living here this whole time and no one knew about this.
Yeah, we need to find any other connections you possibly have to
Well,
there's also
those are
the...
that's good information. Those are good ideas. Well done. And as she kind of hobbles towards you. But next time, let's remove the Saru as soon as the criminal is subdued. And she reaches down and she kind of just puts her hand on the Saru, and you hear like an almost imperceptible like kind of whirring as it seems to come to life. A few little lights on it like pop up, and all of the arms suddenly start to contract. They start to wind up, and they all end up basically collapsing onto themselves into the backplate of the Saru, and it's almost flush. Like they only stick out like another like inch or so. The ends of the Saru arms kind of like opening up and like telescoping out and kind of laying flat against this backplate. And then she puts her fingers kind of around the back of it, like where like she's gonna peel it off of Hilda's back, and you hear for a second nothing happens, but then you hear like almost like a releasing of pressure, like a small like that, and like the sound of 1,000 tiny little wires unwhirring for like a split second, like bzzz. And then she goes to pull, and the harness pieces that kind of went over her shoulders like zip back into the Saru, and Art is able to just kind of pull it off of Hilda's bare torso, off of her back, and holds up this like, it's like 2 feet by 18 inches and looking Saru thing, and kind of flops it around in her hands for a little bit.
Does this
Richard's
seem
gonna-
like she knew exactly what she was
Yeah.
doing? to get
Yeah.
Richard's just gonna point and be like, "How did you know how to do that?"
Yeah, and Trunks will be like, I don't think that was in the Voyager's Guide to Exploration.
Maybe we need to have a sit-down talk.
Bree, what are you trying to perceive? Sorry.
I'm trying to perceive, like, if she knows more about this
Oh, for
than
sure.
than we do. Like, she knows something, right?
This is all something that all of you probably, even Bree, who's old enough to have seen something like this before, because you lived back in Lurkroot Warren, back in the Lurkwood.
Yeah.
People had Saru. Art is older than you guys.
That's right.
Art just knows how to use these things. People had these for 1,000 years.
It's just then the mist came in and they all went nuts.
Right. So you guys have never really seen one in, being used.
Okay. Yeah, because even I was just tiny toddler. I wouldn't have known. Like, I might have seen them on people, but I doubt I ever saw them being taken off or anything like that.
Yeah, you definitely never wore one for that you can remember. As far as you guys know, it's not something you would give a kid. It's too much, potential for them to hurt themselves or somebody else.
How many of those are on this island?
Who are you asking?
Him. I'm just like, hey, like pointing at the Saru like back plate.
Well, she says.
She. That's right.
Yeah, she says. Well, before today, I believe there was 0, but I was wrong about that. And she's kind of still flipping it around. She puts her up to, and she hands it to Bree.
Bree immediately takes it.
Says, Bree, please remove the Saru's power supply. If
Bree
you can
does
figure it
some
out.
looking, and let's see, what would be a
Give me a
check-
crafting check.
craft-
Woohoo!
Ooh.
Bree removes it. Figures
Yeah,
it out
so-
immediately
9-volt
after.
battery or something.
You do kind of feel around, and at one point you feel like a warm spot, and it's behind there's no panel or anything to open up, but kind of feeling it, like this biomechanical material it's hard, but it's not. It's kind of like a hardened leather, and it's got kind of like a rough texture to it. And as you kind of locate this spot, you look up, and Art is kind of like holding a dagger down to you, handle first.
Okay.
Here's my dagger.
I
And-
would take it to get in, you'd pop open things.
Yeah, you start kind of working it in there, and you kind of cut a three sides of a square, and you like kind of work it in there, and you kind of pry it open, and as you do, there's like a stringy kind of mucusy kind of material. And as you pry it back, you see like the soft glow of like a kind of canister looking cylinder that's got like multiple little like cables going to it. You kind of like gently tug on the cables and they pop out. You pop all of them out, and as you do, the canister continues to glow, but the Saru seems to power down.
Sweet.
And Art kind of motions back for their dagger.
I give it back.
They kind of wipe it off and put it back. And she says, all right, well done. If you could take that to your workshop and dismantle it, please.
Absolutely.
And she's like, I'll take the power supply.
I give it over.
She like sticks it in her pocket. When you do, divide the salvage amongst your party, if you would, please.
Okay.
All right, everyone. Situation's contained. You can all go back to your festivities. The sheriff seems to object. She comes up. She says, "These, you're gonna just like let them walk off with the Saru?" And Art says, "These expeditioners have my trust, and Bree has the facilities to do this safely. Why don't you focus on your job, secure the lawbreaker? Oh, and Sheriff, make sure to bind her hands." And Art walks off.
Whisper just kind of hands the rope they were holding to
To the sheriff.
the sheriff, like, here you go.
The sheriff kind of like nods, like in thanks, says, appreciated, citizen.
Because, like, Whisper's been staying there most of the time, like, holding this rope out, like, because we were about to get, like, to task on this, and then she walked up and was like, started commanding. Like, okay.
Art is commands a lot of respect around. She's very forward.
She said she trusts us. We're capable.
And then, as Art is getting on the horse, she says, "And someone fetch the doctor as well." She rides off.
Yeah, Bree's pretty hurt. Bree's like, can somebody heal me, guys?
You should have at least a little bit more health, I think.
Oh, you probably had a couple. Let's see.
From fast healing. That's why I set my health to 12 before we left last time.
Gotcha.
Okay, so what would I be at then?
So you'd be. I think you'd have 8 more health. Because I think you had one less turn than Trunks.
Well, I think one got consumed, and then you did your won't go down thing.
Oh, that's right. Well, no, I do think I did a won't go down. But then right before that, I was at 1 hit point because of the healing that I got from the the hot.
Aramanius does turn to you, Bree, and says, "Oh, I feel like I have a little bit left in me." And he gives you 22 more hit points as he holds his amulet and puts his hand out close to you.
Bree smacks him on the shoulder in what she thinks is a gentle manner, but is probably most definitely not to Aramanius. I'm sure he kind of like
old man.
like, take the wind out of him.
Like,
You're welcome.
thanks.
My God, he's dead.
So, okay, so Bree has the remnants of this Saru.
Correct.
Art has the battery.
Yes.
And this lady is... Did she get taken away with the cop?
They're in the process of arresting her, and Sheriff Iron, I think it's Iron Claw. Oops.
Iron Tail?
Iron Claw.
It is Iron Claw.
Yeah, Sheriff Sable Ironclaw. She actually picks Hilda up after her hands are kind of bound together as well, and picks her up and starts moving toward the horse.
Does it look like Hilda has anything else on her, or is she just...
Did you want to search her before, like, while everybody else is talking?
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
Because Lou is kind of upset about what has just transpired here.
What about it is the most upsetting to Loot?
That Hilda tried to attack it.
Okay.
Make a perception check to see if you can find anything before she starts getting taken away. That's pretty good. You find a little... Okay. As you're rifling through, you reach into one of her pockets, and you find a little biomechanical... It's kind of a weird shape. It's kind of in a misformed crescent, and it looks very Saru-tech, and has a few different little places with like some kind of almost. Well, you imagine they might light up after seeing like what like the other Saru look like. What we would know as like little LEDs, might be on it. It's definitely like Saru based technology. What do you do when you find that?
I put it in my pocket and I don't say it.
All right, give me a thievery check.
Oh, fuck. Oh no, can I try that again?
Oh no!
Oh, hero
You can hero
point?
point it. All right.
Yeah.
Boy, it
ain't
sure
no
would be a shame if someone were to perceive your actions.
What, and then have the fucking cop take it? Yeah.
Anybody
I've
who wants to
seen it.
roll a perception can. Oh my
Rispert
God.
just raises an eyebrow, but kind of like doesn't draw attention to it.
Bree's the same. She doesn't
Actually,
see anything.
I don't want to invalidate anybody's actions here, but so generally if I have one person rolling against, or one entity, one creature rolling against a bunch, I generally take the passives from everybody else. Otherwise, it's not really.
No, that's totally fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's absolutely fair.
I try to stay consistent.
So the first person who has Trunks would be the one who gets the roll. Everyone else is passive,
well,
right?
I mean, even Trunks, I'm going to take his passive too.
Okay.
But
My passive is
even
better than the roll.
that's true. But what I want to say is, even with just the passives, everybody sees Loot go to do this. Well, stick it in her pocket. Does anybody say anything?
Ain't
Nope.
no snitch.
Yeah.
Okay, so Loot, you think you're pretty sneaky.
Oh, I'm feeling real good.
Yeah, so Hilda gets taken away. Milo and Tessa walk up.
As she's been taken away?
Yeah, as she's being taken away, Milo and Tessa walk up and they watch her, and they kind of look at you guys.
We
And
haven't actually said anything about them, have we?
You didn't say anything.
I think we kind of keep it to our. Bree would not say anything. she thinks they've kind of suffered enough.
They walk up to you, and Tessa, for the first time ever, is quiet. Milo says,
God.
"What's that?"
Thank God.
Milo says, I'm glad you're able to stand up to her. The thing hurt. She threw me through a damn window."
Yeah. I get it.
I mean, she did have a Saru.
I got her first, though. Not a lot of good that did.
Why were you willing to... Is Aramanius still here?
Aramanius is... He's standing a little bit off, talking to some of the people that were in the church.
Okay. So not close enough to hear this conversation if we speak quietly.
Right.
Alright, so I would make sure that I'm quiet enough for Aramanius not to hear. Why did you agree to steal Aramanius's holy symbol in the first place?
I didn't think much was going to come of it. I just thought, I don't know. I didn't know
Like
what
a
you wanted to do.
prank?
Yeah, just something like that. Just like a petty grudge. I didn't... who steals a thing from somebody in order to kill them? You know what I mean? Like, does that make sense to you? It doesn't make any sense to me.
No, but you probably should be more careful about...
Oh.
I mean, you shouldn't steal.
Yeah.
And
No,
as
you're
I'm
right.
saying this, I, like, very purposefully don't look at loot.
Yeah, I know. You're right. I messed up. Like I said, I didn't think anything really bad was going to come of it. But yeah, I mean, obviously, I don't know.
I think you're a good kid, Milo. And I think from now on you'll make better choices.
Yeah.
I'm telling your mom as soon as we get back into town.
Oh man,
Oh, that's right.
you don't even like my mom.
No. However, I don't like you acting like a fool more.
You heard Bree. I learned my lesson.
Yeah, right.
Do you guys have my mom's mirror? I kind of borrowed it.
What?
He had a mirror?
Mirror that we found that Loot sold to his mom.
Oh,
The
yeah.
one that
So
shows
he's
you
the one who
the
stole
future?
it?
So yeah, like he's saying that he borrowed it. You saw him like show it to Aramanius to like.
Oh, Trunks
Oh, that's
has it.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
all.
that's right.
Well,
Allegedly.
Wait, only two of us actually saw that Trunks had, or like that Trunks grabbed it, or
I think Trunks
No-
is the only
nobody
one that was
saw
there.
me grab it.
No, I thought
I
there was
don't
two
think
people there that
Bree knows-
actually made the check to see that the mirror was used.
I don't think Bree knows any of this. Like, I don't even think she
So-
knows that your mom had the mirror at any point.
Let me
So-
let me pull out some corrections here.
Okay.
So as I don't remember who specifically. I think it was Bree who ran off first because I think you saw the fact that the mirror was being used on Aramenius, and then whoever it was grabbed his holy symbol, his artifact, and ran off. So then
Yes.
the entire squad started chasing him. Trunks had no clue what was going on. Was just following the crowd. Then saw Aramenius had the mirror. He peeled off to help Aramenius while the rest of the team took chase.
That's right.
So
So
Trunks
the rest
took
of
care
us
of
didn't
him.
know the mirror was involved. We like two of us only saw that something happened, like there was a theft,
the
and then
people who saw the mirror
yeah.
initially was Bree, Loot, and I.
Yep. Actually, yes, I do remember some of you saw the mirror, but nobody saw Trunks take the mirror.
Yeah.
Correct. And then Trunks may have gaslit Aramenius into pretending that there was no mirror.
And I don't think anyone knew I had sold it. I don't think it
Correct.
came up in conversation.
Yeah,
Yeah.
nobody knew that you sold it, so that's whenever like I think
Trunk-
it came out, we were like, Huh. How did
Trunks
that
wanted the
get in
mirror
their position?
originally, but didn't have it originally. And then never found out that Loot sold it, so after seeing it in this situation, yeah.
Bree probably thinks Aramania still has the mirror.
So Milo's asking where the mirror is.
Yeah, he'd like to get the mirror back.
Oh,
that's-
Trunks did say to you guys though that somebody else happened to grab it before he was able to tend to Araminius. I don't remember who all believed him, if anybody believed him.
Are you gonna tell him that?
Yeah, I'm gonna tell him that.
Make a deception check.
Great.
Yes.
Need to train myself in this. That's not terrible.
So let's see. He says, "Oh, did you see who?"
No, I mean it was crowded. A lot of stuff was happening. The other shirts here were chasing after you, I think. Those-
Thresh and Kaduka are a little doubtful of Trunks' story.
How do we know what our passives are?
10
It's-
plus sorry.
Oh, 10
Yep.
plus the modifier?
But Milo says, "Oh, okay. Oh, that sucks. Mom's gonna be pissed."
And you better tell her as soon as you get home, or I'm gonna tell her tomorrow.
All right, I will. I'll go. I'm actually gonna go find her right now. Thanks again, guys. Yeah. Tessa's like, "Okay, good night,"
Alright, bye.
and they walk off.
Is like impressed that Milo was able to outrun a whole squad of expeditioners, and he's thinking about that.
He, yeah. Now that you're thinking about it, you're like, "Wow, this kid has some potential." He's obviously been taking his training with his mom pretty seriously.
I only know his mom as the like merchant. What is the other part of?
Yeah,
Hmm,
maybe
what trained?
maybe none of you guys know this, but I mean, Thresh has trained under Sylvia.
Yeah.
But yeah, at this point of the night, everything starts to wind down. Is there anything you guys want to do to wrap this to wrap up Fertie's fate?
I want to spend my tokens.
You want to spend your token?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
I think it was more of
This is
a.
a raffle, wasn't it?
Oh, was there a raffle?
I thought we. Said
That's
they were
right.
gonna
You guys
augment
came up
the-
with that, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. Yeah. So the results of the raffle will. Yeah, you guys get your tokens in.
176 experience points.
Is that what you guys need? I gave you experience for this fight, right? Or,
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure you did.
Yeah, we did. Yeah.
yeah, nice.
100
Kaduka.
something.
I want
I got 7 tokens.
to use my token.
I don't know what
I
I
got
got.
I got 6 tokens. I got 6
All right.
pretty
Put it
feet
down.
tokens.
Okay.
I got 6.
Let me write some stuff down here. So the raffle, when you put in your tokens, the raffle will basically they'll need time to like they don't want to do all this tonight, but they'll do it tomorrow. But let's see. Rispert got 6. Luke got 7. Bree, how many did you have?
6.
Trunks?
7.
Thresh?
7.
And Kaduka.
10.
Dang. Okay.
Said got
Awesome.
1. And he's very proud. He holds it with both of his hands.
Okay. Let's see. That's 19, 26, 33, 43, 44 total. All right. Okay. I'm going to roll a D44. $33.
Oh,
What does that mean?
All right, hold on.
yeah. What is the 33?
15.
we also can see a roll as
Well, are
well.
we competing
That's
against
fine.
the other townspeople too?
No.
Yeah. So between you, I'm saying that one of you won a prize, and then I'm just rolling a 1 through 44, and based on how I listed them down the line,
Okay.
of course, the more tokens you have, the better chance you have of getting it. 26. 26 plus 7 is 33.
Yeah.
Thresh, you won.
Hell yeah.
If it was 34, it would have been Kaduka.
What did I win?
That is a good question.
You won. That's what matters.
You want a bigger totem of fruity fat.
Thresh is
Party
not.
blessing. There should be like a yearly I don't know. You got a title for the year.
The blessed.
I would like something useful.
A title is useful.
All right, let me see.
Ferdy's favor.
Plus 3 to all skill checks.
It's an alliteration.
Hell yeah.
So
Untyped.
it's alliteration, so you know it's serious.
Oh, I'm sorry. Can
alliteration.
you run that by me again?
Oh, like a title that gives some sort of bonus and blessing. Ferdy's favored
Birdie's favorite.
or favored.
Favor.
Or favored, yeah, that's good. All right.
A thing that buffs.
A plus one
s-
item to your favorite stat.
Oh man, that would be
That'd be
intense.
huge.
That would be nuts, yeah.
A free pastry from Claire's Bakery.
Yeah.
So what was in the running for the festival is it was a potion bundle. Yeah, a selection of potions. And or you get to pick 3 from a selection of potions that they've got. So 3 potions basically. And I'll get those. I'll get those to you at some point.
Sweet.
Anything else for the night?
This night?
Oh, one thing I did want to ask was, looking at this Saru, when I break it down, how much is it worth?
Good question. All right. You get
Nothing. You
If you-
lose.
Good day!
You're so stupid. Oh, sorry. I was going with Wheel of Fish.
Oh yeah.
No, that's all.
They were doing a
Yeah,
Charlie.
yeah,
Willy Wonka.
right, Willy Wonka.
Wonka.
Yeah, my bad.
I drink your milkshake.
Oh, you're going with the.
That's what I was thinking of, but it's a
UHF.
different thing.
Yeah.
No.
No, the drink your
Oh.
milkshake.
That was
is,
There Will Be Blood.
There will be blood. Yeah.
Oh,
Way darker than
Love it.
anything else that's been referenced.
everybody. So if you divide it up evenly, you all get 200 silver piece worth,
Whoa, that's
or 20 gold pieces,
or 2 plat.
or 2 platinum pieces.
Wow.
Wait,
What's platinum?
does Bree actually
Electrum?
divvy it up for everybody?
Oh, that's a good point. She had to-
Well, I'm gonna have to
Bree's
like
an
take it apart
honest.
first.
Yeah. So when Bree, you can go ahead and write this down, but when Bree gets around to dismantling it, she hands all the Saru slivers out to you guys.
I'm gonna put it in preemptively if that's alright.
How long does it take you to dismantle this Saru, Bree?
It'd take me a while, I think.
Well, that's fine because we are going to do another time skip.
Oh,
Another 2 months goes by. So immediately after the fallout from this is that the kids do end up fessing up about stealing the tanner's supplies. At which point Hilda did use the night, or was it hemlock from the tanner supplies to poison Grimalka, which allowed them to. What did they do? How did that? I'm trying to remember how this fit into the story. They poisoned Grimalka, which I forget.
and the
why they did
Voyagers
that.
had to go get medicine, right?
Yeah, you guys had to go get medicine to
Replace all the supplies that were stolen.
well, it wasn't to replace the supplies, it was just that oh yeah,
The ingredients, right? Were off island.
yeah, okay, so they actually the ingredients, so they poisoned Grimalka so that they could steal some of her supplies. They didn't intend to steal like the stuff that everybody needed for the curatives for the plague that went around, but Hilda did need the stuff to do whatever it is that she did to Aramanius's amulet. So they fessed up to doing that. They, of course, Milo fesses up to stealing the mirror and stealing Aramanius's holy symbol, and they kind of just spill the beans on everything that Hilda had told them. Milo had when he went to go get the amulet back to Tessa, he saw you guys going up to the Catsaway Theater. He hid for a while, doubled back, went back to Hilda's place. She was really mad about him kind of messing things up through when, kind of like advanced her plans, enchanted the amulet while Milo was trying to get information out of her. She went in the back room, put on the Saru, came out. Milo saw her with it, confronted her. She told him she was going to go kill Aramanius. Milo pulled out a dagger, rushed her, did slash her once. She threw him through a window, and then went to go kill Aramanius. He basically crawled back to the Catsaway Theater, where he was like bleeding out there when Rispert found him. So that is what happened that night.
Wow.
Um, the town is very thankful. Again, they're already very happy with you guys in general. Um, expeditioners, you guys do a lot of good for the town. But now you've saved them from threats external to the town, and now you save them from a threat internal to the town, and save the town's priest.
And Hildy is still in jail, right?
She is.
She is like the only long-term resident.
That is true. And they keep her hands bound so she can't cast any spells.
I would occasionally go visit her.
Okay. Um, at one point you go to visit her. She's in a little cell, and you walk up, and she sees you. Can I help you?
I'm curious. Where did you get the Saru?
I brought it with me. I've had it this whole time. I hid it at the bottom of a trunk.
So you
And-
brought it from Lurkroot Warren?
That's correct.
Why?
Thought I might need it eventually. Well, at first it was just to have. None of us really knew what was going on at that time, but you know. And then for a bit, it was a little bit of shame when we figured out what they were capable of. I kept it hidden, and then as time went on, I just decided that it would be good to have.
What all do you know about the Saru? You were an adult when we left Lurkroot Warren. I was still a small child. I don't really remember life with the Saru.
They were what saved mortal kind from extinction, and then we used them to build the world. And at some point we lost our way. We became dependent. Saru were used to inflict horrors upon people, war amongst the primary ways. And then one day, at the height of mortal kind's glory, the Saru turned against us, drove us here.
So they were responsible for saving us, and now they're responsible for trying to end us.
It's somewhat ironic, isn't it?
Why now? Why was now the time that you decided that you needed to use the Saru to kill Aramanius? What prompted you to do that?
I'm getting old. At some point, I wouldn't even be able to put the damn thing on. I figured, well, now or never.
It should have been never. And then Bree gets up and walks away.
Thanks for the visit. Does anybody else in the next 2 months go to visit her?
Loot would.
All right, Loot. You also go in, and she sees you and says, "Ah, Loot. I was wondering when you would stop by."
Loot doesn't really know what to say.
What's
She's-
wrong? Yeah, it's got your
she's
tongue.
not mad. Loot, would try to relate, but overall she would largely be disappointed because she was starting to like Hilda. It was like her first friend.
If, for what it's worth, I wasn't trying to drag you down. I needed help, and I knew ultimately what I was going to do was going to be considered bad, evil, murderous. Um, I did loot. I used you loot, and for that I am sorry. And for what it's worth, I'm glad you seem to have come out of it looking the hero.
Lute would ask who else in the town knows or is an Eclipson.
Just me, I'm afraid. The Milo and Tessa, they're sweet kids. A little dumb.
Eh,
I used them just like I used you. I hope they're not in too much trouble. You would know that Milo and Tessa are doing a lot of, like, community service.
Did we ever tell anyone about Milo and Tessa, or did they tell themselves?
I think
They
they admitted
eventually-
to it.
They eventually told themselves, you said. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, wasn't it? Everybody was like, "Yeah, you need to fucking fess up," like that kind of thing, or we're gonna tell on you.
I'd probably have him doing some hauling of metal, like, to my... I wouldn't make him do any of, like, the heat work inside, but just, like, hauling the metal to the shop.
It's like the community service here isn't like being made to do like chores for the like local town municipality. It's actually like they have to go out and help the community one person at a time.
until everyone forgives them.
I think that's a more effective community service, honestly.
It would take a
How-
while.
Yeah.
What is her sentence in jail here? Like,
Yeah, so kind of like there's a bit of a council. There's the mayor, of course, and people that she. It's not a super formal thing. There's just people kind of she trusts that advise her on certain things, and basically the sentence is at the moment indefinite.
And there's not really, like, a judge or anything, right? So it's just kind of like... the sheriff just kind of, like, isn't gonna let her out?
Whatever, I
Uh,
guess the sheriff
they-
means.
They definitely don't leave this to the sheriff.
Well, I mean, but, like, the council or whatever...
Yeah, just like the kind of is the village elders
Yeah.
essentially, or with the mayor and a few other people that people trust around.
Hmm.
That's crazy.
Um,
I'm just kind of reminded of the movie The Village. It's
yeah.
like, there's no crime here until somebody gets murdered.
Loot, is there anything else you were going to talk to Hilda about?
oh god, I don't think so. Lute would talk to her, probably go like every 3 days, like twice a week or so. Just keep her updated on everything happening around town.
She is very thankful for, you visiting her because she's extremely bored sitting in her cell all by herself.
And she's old. Like, how old is she compared
mean-
to like the life expectancy of...
Like you guys aren't like living in the lap of luxury, it's like you've got for your time period, you've got good medicine, you've got magic and stuff like that. So people live to 80 or so. She's in her like early 60s.
Oh, so she has a while to go. Fuck.
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
not like she can still get around and stuff. No problem. She can throw people through windows with Saru.
I would ask her what her plan is. Like, what is your plan here? Are you just gonna sit here until you die? Like, what?
That's pretty much it.
That's so sad.
I mean, it was my last. It was my last stand. I knew what it was going into it. Although, if you weren't, if you weren't visiting me so often, I don't know. I'd rather they just off me, throw me off the cliff.
Hmm.
But it is dreadfully boring in here.
I get her a book?
So you bring her a book. What kind of book is it?
Oh, so Luke
Oh,
can't
no.
read.
Can't read?
Luke cannot read.
Who would have taught her? She lived
Saeed.
in a cave.
Saeed can read, but Luke cannot.
Saeed can read, but you can't. That's great.
So
Please
Whatever
say
you
it's the
do,
Bible.
don't bring her the Bible of what's his name. Like,
I was just gonna say, please.
it would be it would be a book Saeed picked out to give to her. Luke has no clue in it. Honestly.
It's a romance novel.
Oh hell yeah.
So, you give this book to her. She's very thankful. The next time you visit her, she quips about how hard it is to turn the pages with no fingers, basically, available to her.
oh,
She's got her hands basically bound like this.
oh,
She can, itch her nose, but she has no, finger dexterity. They don't want her casting any spells.
yeah, that's
She-
rough.
Do they, like,
Okay,
feed her?
well, I can only do so.
Yeah, sometimes they feed her. They feed her most of the time.
They could do the horse bag.
Oh, come on. That's so sad. That's so sad.
They're like, all right, feeding time. She's like, I don't like the bag.
We were watching a show last night called Gastronauts. It's on Dimension 20. And one of the things was make a meal that I can eat in a horse feeder bag.
Oh
It
no,
was like a cooking show, but
Yeah.
a weird one.
that really restricts it down to like slop.
They
Or
did
like
pretty good.
whatever bowl dinners are, basically. Nothing,
Great.
nothing with hot sauce on it.
Is
That's
there-
going right up your nose.
Oh yeah.
Lou would ask if there's anything she can teach her. If there's anything Hilda can teach Lou while they're hanging out.
Oh, teach Luke to read.
Yeah, I was gonna say she'll teach you how to read. She was a teacher. She was
She
that's
was a
what she did
school
as a
teacher.
profession. Yeah.
Just gonna teach Lute how to read with romance novel.
Oh my god, that's awesome.
She skips over certain chapters.
Can she teach any spells? That's what Luke's trying to get at. Is there anything?
So
Oh,
when
where?
you ask her to teach you some spells, she does she seems pretty into that, and she says, yeah, she'll try to teach you some spells.
Where did she learn spells?
So she she tells you she was in Eclipse, and she's she did a little bit of travel, but she in her she had there's an organized religion. She met with when she was younger, she met with somebody. There was a ritual that she was a part of that essentially tapped her into a divine wellspring of power that she was able to over time draw more and more power from through effort. And so yeah, she's essentially class-wise, mechanically, she's a cleric. But yeah, she basically steals her divine power.
And the last thing Loot would bring up is asking about this crescent-shaped doohickey.
Yeah. Did you? So you tell her that you found it.
Yeah.
She says, "Keep hold of that and keep that secret. That's a Saru, Alu."
Right, knew that.
Yeah, don't let anybody know you have that. And let me just say, if somehow you were able to get off of Ratganaw, and we're in a safe place, maybe it might be a good idea to put it on, but until then, probably no point.
How big is this item? Like, it's pretty small. If it fit into
Yeah,
a pocket.
it's like kind of this big, maybe the size of your cheek.
Is that the one we found on the in the rock or whatever?
It's it's the one she found in Hilda's pocket.
Oh, in Hilda's pocket. Okay.
And then she says, and I hope I don't have to say this, but don't take it off the island. Don't expose it to the mist. It won't be any less deadly than any other Saru that you find out there.
Right. Okay. That's cool.
Please,
Cool.
do not forget it in your pocket and go out on an expedition.
Yeah. I won't. For sure.
Good. I want you to come back and visit me some more.
Yeah, I'll find the second in this series of a court of rats and flowers.
Excellent. I was skeptical about whether I would enjoy it or not, but it's actually pretty good.
I know, right? Okay, cool. And then Luke quickly leaves and definitely has this Saru in her pocket. She goes to put it home.
Man, the suspense and tension must be palpable when it takes 20 minutes to turn the page and find out what the cliffhanger leads to.
No. Let her have hands.
It's like trying to turn it with her nose and elbows.
I mean, it would eventually be. It would take a little bit longer for sure, but you could do it.
Yeah.
You could learn to work with your toes too. I mean, there are people who don't have hands that learn to do everything with their toes.
Good point.
True.
Yeah,
Uh,
you adapt.
was Hilda the one that Rispert was told would have maybe more insight on their condition, or was that somebody else?
I thought that was Aramania.
Was it Armenians?
It might
Yeah,
have
I think
been,
we've been over this like twice now. Okay.
Yeah, last
Yeah.
session I think you asked that question.
Yeah.
Yeah, because because we were trying to figure out which one to save.
I keep getting mixed up with the two of them.
Did anybody else want to talk to Hilda while we're thinking about it?
Yeah.
All right. Trunks goes to Hilda. She says, Trunks, how are you
Hello.
today?
Good. How are you?
Little bored? Did you come to talk about something?
That makes sense. Yeah. You were part of a group that's outside of this area, so I was curious. Do you know of a logo that is a right-handed gauntlet with an eye on the back and like a bunch of smaller hands kind of grab it?
I can't say that I do, but maybe knowing more might remind me. What is this logo?
It was, I think, holy. She would know about our escapades into the cave, right? I can't remember what was all.
I don't think you guys went into that much detail
Okay.
with most people.
Pretty sure we purposefully left that out, actually.
Yeah.
But Bree is also using that as her maker's mark,
Yeah.
right?
Oh,
That
right.
symbol?
Or at least
Would
a variation of it.
would Hilda have seen it then from there?
Um,
What it looks like, at least.
sure. If you kind of were like, yeah, like Bree's been putting that on
Yeah.
stuff.
So I'll do that, and then I'll say it was something that came up when we were traveling
Did you find
and
something?
looking for Elaine McQueen. No, we didn't find anything. It's just
It just
there.
came up.
Yeah. So like, there was this entity, and there was a lot of like shadow stuff, and this light version came out, and it was just very calming.
Yeah. So we don't know much about worlds outside of Legaia. We do know that they exist. We know because there are creatures that have come here. Nobody seems to be able to leave, but we have, throughout history, people have gleaned information from outsiders that have visited our plane, and it is, well, throughout history, we've also learned that there are other gods out there as well, as much as the Ceruvians don't want you to know that. It is something that they would hunt you down and kill you for. Erebanius, I don't think, has the stones for that kind of thing, but anywhere outside of Ratkanah, mentioning flaunting the holy symbol of a god, other than Rem or Ferti, could be a death sentence.
Alleged holy symbol.
Right. So, yeah, allegedly. Theoretically.
Yeah. Okay.
Eclipsis never would have minded, but Rem and Ferti are very particular, if history is to teach us anything, about even the knowledge of other gods.
And so, during your speech up on the cliff where you nearly killed me,
Sorry about that,
were,
by the way.
oh, not my first time. Yeah, it's okay. Uh, did you say you thought the mist came from Rem and Furtu?
I think it's very possible. They have always been vindictive gods. They, you know, it seems to me that a god that were all powerful and benevolent wouldn't kill their children for even just acknowledging that another being might exist.
Mm-hmm.
They have a poor track record, is what I'm getting at. So yes, I think it's very possible that the mist comes from them.
And was this just like a theory you have with how they treat others, or was there some, I don't know, something that led you that way that you found?
Just call it a gut feeling.
Okay.
Make a perception check.
Okay. That's a natural 20.
She knows something that she's not sharing.
Ooh. Would you be so kind as to help me lead into this gut feeling? I mean, personally don't want to be on my island forever. I'd like to go out further, and I am somewhat limited in the current circumstances.
If something major changes, maybe, but as it is right now, there's really no point. We're all stuck here on the island.
But you weren't doing like secret research or anything? You don't have like a little stash or something that I could look into myself?
I'm sure they're tearing my house apart, looking for all kinds of stuff, but
Yeah, but you seem like somebody that would put something somewhere that's not in the house.
I do have my little hiding spots, but nothing that's going to help you.
How do you know?
It just doesn't exist. That's... I get the sense that you don't trust me, but
Why?
let's just say...
I
when
just
you don't trust that I say that I have no more than a gut feeling, but there's nothing that you're going to find at my house that disproves otherwise.
Is it on you? I feel like you have something that's more than a gut feeling, and you don't want to share with me.
Let's just say it's not on me, and it's not at my house.
Okay.
I can't
that's
say
two
more,
places.
Drunks,
Why not?
because... Let's just say there are some things that I will take to the grave.
It's hidden in her gravesite.
She's still alive.
Pick that.
Leave
Oh,
her
shit.
alone.
Well, is there a way I could get your trust myself?
Like I said, there's no point while we're stuck here on Ratganaw.
I guess I don't understand what that means. It only helps when we're off Rakna?
Let's say everything changes and the world goes back to the way it was, then yeah, maybe. But there's just no point. The
Right.
world is different now.
Well, I will come back after getting off the island next time.
Feel free to visit as much as you'd like.
I don't know
I'd
if
say-
you'll tell me anything
I'd
else.
say my
so-
door is always open, but it's kind of the opposite.
Come back whenever you like. My door's always closed.
The spaces between my bars are always open.
Alright. I wave my tail when I leave.
Put some ointment on that thing, it looks kind of gross.
Oh, that's not very nice. I hug my tail.
Oh yeah, you did like knocked her unconscious with that tail too. I know that I think about it.
She knocked me out.
Anything else anybody's doing in that 2 months time skip?
I happen to think of something. Can I get back to that one?
Sure, absolutely. Especially if it's something that can be like retconned or you think of it between sessions and want to tell me. Just let me know. Otherwise, 2 months go by. You guys passively doing expeditions and all your other stuff. Make another 100 silver slivers, 100 SP or 10 GP worth of passive income.
After every expedition, I am gonna pester Hilda.
Okay.
If she, unlikely to change her mind, but
He asks you all kinds of stuff about like the details of your expedition, but you imagine it's just because she's bored, and she
I'll tell her.
doesn't. She doesn't give up any additional information about why she thinks that the Ceruvians or the gods have caused the mist.
she'll break.
The date is now in the 12th month of the year, 10th day. It
Close to
is,
Christmas time.
yeah, and it's cold and it's snowy.
Ugh.
It is started snowing pretty good. A lot of stuff is covered in snow. And it is time to go on another expedition. You stand on the shores, awaiting the mist to the weather patterns is predicted to blow the mist away from the far shore as Art paces back and forth, talking to a group of new recruits, new expeditioners that have been trained up. She's making her speech. You hear her, talking about. You hear the old line, which Lute never caught the first time, but you hear. Actually, I wonder if I have it still written down.
Do they look like excited and confident, or like just scared?
They look kind of like, like proud and happy up until she gets to the part where she says, "Saru will kill you." Know that when I say that, a lot of young, talented fighters here, Saru are dangerous, but I'm strong. And with the power of teamwork and friendship or some shit, we can take them down. That is not what I said. What I said was, Saru will kill you. But Art, Yosoki have killed Saru monsters before. That is true. But almost every time we have, it was by our fiercest rangers, hardened vets of combat, and still almost every time somebody has been killed or permanently maimed. And she slaps her leg with her cane, as you hear a ding off in the distance. They only have to touch you, and you join their ranks as a Saru monster hell-bent on killing everyone you love. Stay alert, stick together, help each other. Come home safe. That is all. As she turns around and walks away from him.
Bree, can you believe it's already been several years since we've heard that?
Has it been several years? I think it's been like
6 months.
Yeah, I was gonna say 6
Oh.
months.
I'm not good at math, sorry, Bree.
I was thinking maybe 8 months, but yeah, like
Trunk's grasp of the passage of time has gone out the window.
This is kind of the first new group since you guys started.
I mean, Bree was going out before, but always just in random groups.
That's true.
She was always kind of like the substitute teacher for the groups. This is the first time she's had her own group.
Is it not very common that like there's expedition groups that are like permanently like assigned essentially, like where they're it's one group that is not broken up or scrambled with each expedition?
It's they like to keep people in like a comfortable spot where people are going out with people they know, with people that they have worked with and know the capabilities of, that they have some kind of teamwork. A lot of times, and actually this is probably true, they've probably sent a newer expeditioner with you from time to time to kind of like see you guys in action, and then would have had them spread out amongst all the groups, and then would put them as like a team once they
okay.
And then they would get light duties like you guys did at first. Of course, you kind of some crazy stuff started happening. Lightning McQueen kind of recruiting by force all of the Fae in the area to
Some unprecedented
and all
shit.
the undead. Yeah, like so you guys came into it at a very tough time, and you guys progressed very fast because of it. Because
Yeah,
of
we had a baptism by fire.
absolutely. So now you guys are some of the best. There's still a lot of really knowledgeable rangers from Spearhead that are very good. But you guys get sent. You kind of get sent out to the fringes now. They send you into problem areas where you would be like the first to encounter some kind of bad stuff.
Sweet.
And
We're trusted and in danger.
you guys get in your boats, and horns are blown, and you sail off over to the opposite shore. And can we take like a 5-minute break?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Works for me.
Yeah, let's come back at 8 after or so. Is that good, Kaduka?
Yeah, that works.
Okay. Everybody got the 300 total SP. You got that written down, right?
I
Yeah.
just put 3 platinum.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure. All right. See you guys in 5 minutes. 8 after.
returned.
And we're back. Yeah, so you guys are now back on an expedition. Who wants to roll first? Let's go down the. I'm gonna go down my list again. We're gonna start with Bree. Bree, give me a D12.
What are we rolling? Oh, the encounter table? Got it.
Mhm.
Never mind.
No problem.
Horrible.
Right, middle of the road.
There's a road.
In some parts there are. Not a very good one.
Oh, I actually have a question. I'm not sure if we would know this or not, so bring it up. But is the mist able to be like captured in a bottle and taken away from the rest of it?
I don't know if anybody's tried it.
Okay.
Yeah, generally people, as soon as they see the mist, they book it.
Keep on that. That's kind of what I figured. So
Because kind of, if we were to put it in mechanical terms, they only got to hit you once. It seems, before you're essentially dead, or worse, dominated.
dominated.
Yeah, in game terms, as far as.
Oh, for sure, in game.
All right. That's not the right map. Oh yeah, it is. Okay, here we go. You are traveling, and at one point you get to a little area through the forest with you see the mouth of a cave. It's very snowy. I'll just put you on the map.
Is this the same cave we saw earlier that we chose not to go into previously?
Yes.
Ooh.
Wait, everyone. Before we talk about this cave, I made stuff at home.
Okay. And nobody moved, by the way.
Nobody move.
Loot, what'd you make for everybody?
So with my alchemy, advanced alchemy, the bonus feat and dedication,
Nice.
I made 4 items. I made an elixir of life that I'm giving to Bree.
And so,
I made
actually, just so you know, every time you make one of those, it actually makes 2.
It makes 2? Okay.
Yeah.
So I'd give 1 to Bree and 1 to Trunks.
And just so you guys know, these only last for the day.
Oh, okay.
And I also made Bane ammunition.
Oh my gosh, for Thresh?
No.
For Rishbrit, you dummy.
For Kaduga.
Oh.
And then I made 2 glow rods. 1 for Thresh. And 1 for Risprit.
Okay.
All right, cool.
And then you get 2 more things, or another set of 2. This is the elixir of life, bane ammunition, and glow rods.
Yeah, and then the last one would be for me. More glow rods. So I would take
Got
one
it.
and then I would give 1 to Bree.
For the glow rods?
Yeah.
Alright.
Okay.
I didn't know you know how to make things.
No one ever asked.
Do you know which Bane ammunition you made?
So your choices are aberrations, animals, beasts, dragons, fae, giant, ooze, fungus, and plant.
It would be the Fae. Because that would I'm thinking
That's
about
what
those
I've
little
been-
blue
Yeah,
goblin
that's what I've been
things.
taking, so that would make the most sense.
So that's what I
Cool.
would have.
How much
And-
main ammunition? Just one shot?
So how many, when you do it, Kaduka, how many does it give you per use? Is it 4?
I don't remember. Hold on. Where did I
Are the
find
glow
that?
rods also 1-day use?
Yes, all of that stuff expires at the end of the day.
Cool.
What would that be a part of? Is that?
I think it's actually listed under the alchemist class.
Ammunition, the crafting?
Oh, okay, yeah. So it says it's the
There's also alchemical crafting.
I'm just gonna put expires on anything that's created like that, so I don't forget.
okay, it's under advanced alchemy.
You produce 10 rounds of ammunition. Is that right? Or is that just regular? Oh, basic, 0 level. Okay.
But what if I put it in the not rot bag?
Oh shit! I forgot about that bag.
Bag of holding?
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
bag of colding? Wait.
Yeah, it's, it's the refrigerator bag.
Just out of curiosity, Loot, did you bring the Saru that you took from Hildy with you right now?
Are you asking?
I don't know. Well, I mean, I kind of know that you took it, but we don't really know that it's a Saru. I mean, we noticed you took something. But I'm just asking as myself, not as Bree.
Out of game.
Yes, out of game.
Oh. No.
It's a secret. It's like,
Yeah, I'm gonna just say it's 4. I think it was 4
Okay.
for, yeah.
what are you trying to determine?
How many, so when you used advanced alchemy, how many items get created if you make a consumable?
Use advanced alchemy. How many reagents do you get right now?
They get 1 per level, so they've got 4
Per alchemy level or per
per
character
character level.
level? So consumable, I think you get 2 per thing, don't you?
Is it? Okay, yeah, I think it's 2, but for some reason I was thinking that ammunition was more. But maybe it is just 2.
I think it's just each reagent. I think just goes into 2, regardless of.
Okay,
Because,
Yeah, so
I mean,
that's-
it's just a consumable, right?
yeah. Yeah, it's so hard to find that that particular ability. But anyway, yeah, you find you're standing outside this cave, and about the time that you start approaching the cave, something else is walking out of the cave.
What does it look like?
It's big and furry, and there's 3 of them. It
Aw,
looks
look at those
like
good boys.
this.
Puppies.
There's 2 of these,
God.
Oh no, it's wargs.
Why?
and 1 of
giant forehead.
these.
Why enemy health bar if friend shaped?
Does Loot recognize this creature? Because Ellie sure doesn't.
Anybody that wants to make a nature check can make one.
Is this a this is a recall knowledge?
Yeah. It would be a recall knowledge.
Isn't it a worgen?
Let me. A little slow on the. Doing all kinds of other stuff here. So. Okay, anybody that got higher than a 16 knows that the first two are, they are wargs.
Does a 16 count?
Yep, 16 or higher, sorry.
No, that's cool.
Only Thresh and Risprit have heard about witch wargs, which are more intelligent, kind of warg leaders. And as they come out snarling, the one in the back with the white fur says, "Oh, it looks like something has been delivered to our doorstep.
Holy shit, they talk?
Ah,
Yes, they talk. And they are hungry. It's cold out here."
Why are they talking about themselves in the third person? Like we're
See-
just leaning over to everybody else.
It
You
is
want
the
some
only
berries?
way that they've learned. We want meat.
Oh, we have dried meats.
I have berries.
Yeah, you got some dried meats over there, Risprit?
Yeah, maybe. Let me check on my backpack. Hold on.
They will do well to accent your flesh. Kill them.
Ah!
Everybody roll for initiative.
Like Respirito was like motioning to start taking off their backpack with the second like they said kill them. Like okay, here we go.
I think I'm gonna hero point that.
Okay.
Oh wait, not percent. Fuck it.
32. Oh my god.
Wow.
Thresh is on it.
Well, I didn't know what they were. I might have a tiny specimen.
Ooh.
A wet,
Holy crap.
a wet specimen.
A wet specimen?
Is that what the kids are calling
Yeah.
it these days?
Yeah. What the what?
You don't know what a okay, a wet specimen is a preserved specimen and like liquid is a wet specimen. Like a jar with a creature in it.
But what are we referring to specimen here?
My god, Rainbow Dash.
Oh no.
Not
I
the
would like to
pony
move on
jar.
from this conversation.
Call that a wet specimen.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
I have
Do it again.
personally
Who
posted
bonks?
that
Bonker
into
more.
our...
More bonks are required.
Oh no.
You just offended a lot of people that collect creatures in jars.
Oh my god. Alright, well, here's combat music. Thresh, it's your turn.
Please get the combat roll.
Alright.
Both the wargs rolled nat 20s on their initiatives.
Oh.
What?
I'd like to hear a point one of those rolls.
Thresh, what is Thresh gonna do?
Ash is stealthed and is going to short bow.
Okay.
Damn.
Yeah. Let's see. That's an 18 to hit. Who are you attacking? The war? One of the wargs or warg? Which warg?
This one. The one on the top. Of
Gotcha. That is actually good enough to hit this
Okay.
one in the front.
Afraid I'd have to hero point that.
Give me a d6 for your sneak attack damage. Excellent. 10 damage. It
Nice.
yelps as you bury an arrow into it. You've got 2 more actions, and you're no longer hidden.
Oof.
That is going to be a miss.
I'm gonna hero point that.
Okay. That is not going to be a miss. That's another 6 damage. And you got one more.
Oh, dude. Well, I stealth first. Doesn't that count as?
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, excellent. Thank you.
Wait, as your initiative? You already stealth if you roll.
Well, it depends on if he was
Oh,
trying
the
to.
initiative is currently set to stealth instead of perception.
Yeah. Like Kaduka normally is stealthing as his initiative because that's the thing he's doing is trying to hide as
That's
he goes
the
along.
kind of guy he is.
Yeah.
You mean Thresh?
No, I was talking about Kaduka.
Oh, Kaduka. Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha.
I actually got it right this time.
Mhm.
Let's see. How fast are these things? Yeah, one's gonna run there, and one's gonna run
That's the kind of
here.
guy he is.
Uh-oh.
Ba-da-ba-da-ba.
Should we have? Were we supposed to have 3 hero points or 2?
I think we're at 3 at this point.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Unless you used it already.
So that's an interesting. Actually, here's the thing, Bree, you probably want to know that the way this thing moved, it moved to attack Risprit, but it did kind of move through a threatened space.
Oh, then I would attack it.
Bree's gonna use her newly found reactive strike.
Yes.
Unfortunately, that's
I
not gonna
will-
do it.
Hero point.
Oh, okay. That is definitely going to do it, and it's a crit. You do exactly 20 damage. It had exactly 20 health.
Oh.
As this thing charges in at you, you basically clothesline it, cracking it right in the face. It slips, slides, almost takes out Risprit's legs, and with that sickening crunch on the impact, kills it. But as you were taking that swing at it, this thing had run up. It capitalizes on your momentary distraction, swinging at the other thing to make a strike against you. On top of the other 2 strikes that it was going to make already.
Are we considering my
Wait.
shield raise?
Yes, your shield is raised. Wait for what?
Oh, sorry. Is it using a reaction in addition to its other stuff, or?
So, okay, I kind
guess
of messed up. But, so the one that is still alive went first in the initiative. It was going to walk forward, attack twice. The other one ran up, provoked a reaction from Bree, but then also in doing so provokes a reaction from the warg that ran up. So it is going to get 3 attacks, basically.
Is that a special reaction because it's a monster or something? Oh, I guess. Okay.
It's got Avenging Bite. A creature
Oh.
within the reach of the warg's jaws attacks one of the warg's allies.
Bree,
But
you need
Bree's... yeah. Okay, Bree, a 20... I'm sorry. Yeah, 27 to hit.
Yeah, that hits. 23 is my shield.
And the second one misses. So you do take 9 piercing damage, and I need... Oh, nope. And what is your Fortitude DC?
9? I'm an expert.
So 19?
Yes, 19.
By 1, it is not able to grab you, so it got an 18. And then, thanks to the dice, I get to go again. The Witch Warg shrieks as you crack its friend over the head. Yep. And it is going to run forward. as fast as it can to here, and it is going to open its mouth and blow a breath of cold air at you guys. I need Risprit, Bree, Trunks, and Loot to make a Fortitude save. Oh, I'm sorry, Reflex. My bad.
These are my best saves.
Just need a Risprit Reflex.
Okay.
So that's a fail from Bree.
Ooh.
Success from Trunks. A fail from Loot. And
I'm gonna hero point that.
Okay. And a fail from Risprit.
I'm gonna hero
Thank you.
point as well.
Okay. That's a success from Bree.
Oh!
A crit
Ooh.
success from
Nice.
Risprit. Alright, Risprit, you take 0 damage.
Yay!
I see you. Fire shield, huh?
Okay. Bree, you take 14 damage on a success. Loot, you take 29 damage on a fail. Trunks, you take 14 damage as well. Risprit, you take nothing.
Is it showing my health moving for
Yep.
you guys? Because it's still got me at 31 on my screen.
There's been a bug
No,
to where
yeah,
it doesn't
yeah,
show it
25
changing
for
for
me.
you, but everybody else does.
What kind of damage
Okay.
is that?
Oh, good point. That is cold damage. And
I thought so.
it's Loot's turn.
Yippee! I'm going to use a cantrip called Ignition
Hell yeah.
on the blue one.
Okay. I'll go ahead and roll them dice digitally. Gosh dang. Okay, so here's the thing.
Oh.
It like still had its mouth open, like, and you shot like a bolt of fire straight into its face. Not only was that a crit, but this seems to be extremely effective. You deal a total of 28 damage.
Nice. Is it still alive?
It is still alive. It looks very angry.
Ooh.
But there's like the side of its face is like burnt, and it's like lips. One more action.
Now I'm going to move
Okay,
behind Trump.
got it. Risprit, it is your turn.
It is. So anyway. Oh wait, I got a channel. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and start channeling elements. Yeah.
He's
And
going
with that,
Super Saiyan.
I can do a free blast. So that's one action. That'd be at this dude.
Okay. As you blast at him, he dodges it deftly, leaps over your fiery blast.
Yeah, about that. I'm gonna do flying flame
Ooh, okay.
with my
They'll
other
make-
actions.
Oh, what? No.
Huh?
Okay, so remember how I said double nat 20s for initiatives?
Uh-huh.
They got double nat 1s for their reflex saves.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say they got double nat 20s again.
So you're
Nope.
rolling 2 different die?
Yeah.
How do I keep track of when I need to increase the dice I use on this?
Yeah, so it says level +2. That's spell level. So right now you're at spell level 2. That's a level. Was that a level 1 feat?
It's a first level spell. Wait, is it? I don't know if this has anything in the level. Crap, I'll have to look back. Let me see where my path builder shows it. Level 2. Okay, so it's just the 1 for now.
Yeah, so Flying Flame is a... So you took it at level 1, but it is a level 1 feat. So it's essentially a level 1 spell. When it's a level... When you hit level 5, it will go to 2d6.
Okay.
So basically at 5, 9, 13...
Gotcha, I'm gonna keep track of which one's which, but so I'll do, let's see, 1d6. Weep. Oh.
Yeah. Oh, nice. So that's going to be, okay, 6 damage, but they crit failed, so it's a crit success for you. So that's, you did a total of 22 damage to the blue one.
So we can do a thing to where, like, Rispert does, like, they channel and then fire a blast towards them, which he, like, dodges. But it's, like, meant to be a distraction, and then the Flying Flame comes flying out from the side, like, away from Rispert. Like, he launched it out sideways.
Hell yeah, I love it. It lands and it's like, ah, and then it's like, blah, like, it gets
Just
hit
gets
from the
sucking
side. Yeah, with this, fiery, did you say it was bird-like?
It kind of looks like an arrow, like
Oh, okay.
an arrow sometimes.
Yeah, and it blasts, clips it, it hits the other warg for 12 damage on him. So a total of 34 damage.
Damn, that did better than I thought it would.
Yeah, that did good. Trunks, it is your turn.
All right. We are going to martial stance. And
Okay.
I would like to exploit vulnerability on the white warg.
Okay. By the way,
Nice.
he is looking rough. Rough.
Then in that case, I would do it on the other warg.
Okay. Yeah, exploit vulnerability. Do you get a knowledge check?
So
That's a
the
success.
26. So it would count as success for recall knowledge.
Actually,
or is that it?
it would count as a crit success on the warg.
Okay. Perfect. And then the regular exploit vulnerability is just regular success? Sorry, I don't know if the DCs are different or not for the
Oh, it should be the same.
Okay. So then I learn all of the warg's weaknesses, resistances, immunities. My strikes are magical. I'll apply mortal weakness. And then it's as if I had succeeded in the recall knowledge check.
Okay.
So
No
5
weaknesses, no immunities, no good or bad stuff there, but it does have a reaction to bite something that hits its friend. It grabs stuff when it bites. And it also does more damage if one of its allies is near. Oh, and
okay.
it can swallow you whole. I'll also do that.
Sounds good. That was 3. I think instead of moving, I'm going to give Bree a pep talk. Great! You got this.
Sweet.
So 4
Four?
temp HP and then a +2 to your fortitude saves, which also increases your fortitude DC.
Excellent. That's cool. Kaduka.
Yeah, I'm going to set up my tripod and fire a shot.
Nice. Go for it. Which one are you attacking?
The white one.
Okay, that is gonna be a miss. Oh wait, you're hidden, right?
I rolled a 16.
You rolled a 16, so no, you're not hidden.
Okay.
He also gets is a +1 gonna make a difference to that attack roll?
It won't.
Can I hero point that?
Yeah?
Oh my.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Wait, did Bree hit?
Bree did. It still wouldn't have made a difference.
Okay.
I mean,
Then-
it's 9:44. If you have any hero points, oh, you already
He did.
used it. Never mind. Oh shit.
Yep, I'm going to reload. I'm gonna covered reload.
Okay.
Behind the trees a little.
Okay. You think that the warg isn't paying as much attention to you, is more focused on Bree, but the witch warg has its eyes on you.
Gotcha.
Which warg has your eyes on?
Yeah, the witch warg. Yeah, witch warg.
Who's on first?
You've got one more, right? One more action?
No, that was my
Okay.
tripod.
Bree. Oh, gotcha. Right. Bree, your turn.
I'm gonna raise my shield. I'm gonna take a whack.
Okay. Which one are you attacking?
I'm going to hit the white one.
The white one. Okay.
Sure.
That is a miss.
I'm gonna hero point that.
Okay. Oh, that's also a miss. You got one more action.
I'm going to drink my elixir of life.
Okay. Thresh, it is your turn.
Oh, right.
Oh no.
That sucks so bad.
I'm
Oh,
unable to
heroes.
hide when the position I'm in currently.
That's true, yeah.
Oh, well. I'll just go for it without the stealth then.
Okay. I mean, you could always move up behind Risprit and hide. But, yeah, up to you.
I don't know if I want to waste one of my actions.
Gotcha.
to do that.
Yeah. Yep, that's the give and take of it all.
Yeah, I'll just attack.
Sounds good. Hey, that's a hit. 6 piercing. Alright.
Shot 2.
That is gonna be a miss. Oh wait,
Okay.
but not because of Trunks, actually. It is a hit because of Trunks.
This one? Wait, I thought were you shooting the regular warg?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, I wasn't paying attention. I've been not saying anything because I assumed you were shooting that one.
It's all good. Last action.
Okay. Shot 3. Oh, damn.
That hits. Gotta love critting and then doing minimum damage.
Minimum damage.
Critting and
yeah.
shitting.
Critting and shitting.
All right. You put 3 arrows into this warg. It shakes, and the last one you put into him falls out. It gets angry and it lunges at Bree.
Now that I've gone, I can do reactive strike again if they do something, manipulate action, right?
Right. They're just attacking.
I know.
That's a 28 to hit.
Oh yeah, that hit.
I'm sorry, I was looking at the wrong one. That is actually 24 to hit, but I think that still does it.
It does still hit. My 1! My shield is 23.
They rolled a 1 on their first attack. They hit on the second one, but rolled another nat 1 on trying to grab onto you.
So
And-
what total damage did
It did. And then they rolled a 1 on damage.
Well, that makes up for my
Um,
1 on my heal. I only rolled a 1 on my 1d6.
Well,
So
you're
they
taking
did
away from
9?
the temp hit points, right? First,
Oh, yes.
because
I
you
will
had
be.
4 temp.
So the 4 attempt go away, and then you take 5 more damage after that.
Heck yeah.
And then it's the Witchwarg's turn. And it is going to... It's really mad about Risprit.
I don't know why.
But is it smart enough? How smart is it? It's kind
I
of
mean,
smart.
it looks pretty stupid.
It's gonna take...
It speaks.
You know what? It's not gonna risk... It's pretty smart. It's not gonna risk the reactive strike it saw Bree do earlier. And it's just gonna attack Bree. Ooh.
Coward.
Alright. Yeah. It gets a 32.
Oh yeah, that definitely hits.
What's your AC?
23.
Alright, so it was 1 away from a crit.
Oh, that's good that I had my shield raised. Because without my shield, it's a 21.
Alright, that's 12 piercing and 1 cold damage.
I can shield block that. Right?
You can, yeah.
I am going to shield block that.
What is your shield?
My
5
shield
hardness?
is 5 hardness.
Okay, so what did I say? 13 total?
Well, I'm surprised you didn't use it on the other one.
Yeah. I had already used my reactive strike. I only have one reaction per. Go.
No, but the other attack.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about it.
Um,
But this
both
one's
you-
a bigger one anyway.
You and your shield take 8 damage. Then, what is your reflex DC?
17.
You are
Reflex.
knocked prone. Yeah, it didn't try to grab you, it grabbed your leg and it ripped you off your feet. And then it's going to continue to attack you 2 more times. It gets a 12, which is still not going to hit you. And then it gets a 16, which is not going to hit you. Loot, it is your turn.
Luke is going to. Do. She's going to get a rock,
Okay.
load her sling, and then fire it
Okay.
at this one.
Okay. All right, that is gonna miss.
Okay.
All right, you got 2 more actions.
Can I fire it again?
Yeah, sure. It'll take another action to load it, and then another action to fire it. But that is a hit. Yeah,
Yeah.
3 damage to the warg.
Woo!
As you smack it right on the snout. Risprit, it is your turn.
Right. Now the thing about Flying Flame is it doesn't have a cooldown.
It's true.
We're gonna go ahead and do that again.
Okay, so the Witch Warg got a 27. What's your DC?
A DC
20?
20.
Okay. So that's it's a success, so she takes half damage.
Okay.
The other one rolled 25, so same thing, half damage for both of those. So roll a d6.
Okay. Oh,
Oh no!
is it rounded down or up?
It's at least one.
Okay.
So, but like I said, it's very effective against the Witch Warg.
Brispert wasn't trying to like
So-
do anything fancy with it this time and just like launched it straight at their face.
Yeah, I was a little bit more ready for it. The Witch Warg still took 6 damage from it.
Now, if I do an elemental blast, am I doing a number 2 or a
Nope.
like first thing? Okay.
Nope. You did
So-
not roll an attack roll for the first thing, so you still have no multi-attack penalty.
Pocket blast.
Nice. Gets the white one?
Yes.
Okay. That
That
is... Alright, that is a hit. That's another 7 damage. It's looking really rough as you blast it with this last blast. Trunks.
Alright, we're gonna stride. 5, 10, 15.
Right?
And we are going to whip tail this warg between us.
Hell yeah. With flanking. Oh,
Ooh, we're gonna hero point that.
sounds good.
And then I know I said mortal weakness, but I probably would have done personal antithesis because it doesn't have
Gotcha.
a weakness.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Ooh, unfortunately, that is gonna miss.
Yeah, that's okay. I will. I'm gonna give Bree another steal yourself.
All right, Bree, 4 temp hit points.
Sweet.
Yuka.
Yes, I'm going to shoot.
Okay. Are you did you hide at the last? Yeah, that's right. You
Cover
hit.
reload, yeah.
Right. So you're hidden to the warg, but not the witch warg.
Okay, then I'll shoot the warg.
Okay. That is a hit. And that is a crit. Yeah, it goes right through its torso and just drops straight to the ground.
Nice. Yep, and then I will covered reload.
Okay. Alright, you are very hidden.
Alright, and then I will assisting shot? I'm trying to remember what the
Oh yeah, assisting shot. Gotcha. I know what you're talking about at least.
yeah.
Alright. So make a shot. Ooh, unfortunately that's not gonna hit.
I will hero point it.
Excellent. Hey, that will hit. 8 damage. You assist the hell out of everybody by killing the witch ward. As it drops, it kind of, well, you shoot it and it kind of like tries to back up, and it's just bleeding profusely, and it says, "No, I was so hungry," as it falls over.
Then you should have accepted a snack.
It lifts its leg in your direction as a final act of defiance, farts on you.
Ah,
No.
no.
It got the last word, and that word was.
Yeah, do be spitting that poopy.
Stop.
And everybody gets 80 experience.
Whoa.
80 experience.
Oh, now we're at 304. Right?
Yeah. That's what I got.
Excellent.
This is what I have as well.
All right. Thanks, everyone. We're gonna call it here.
Wow, that wrapped up
Nice.
nice and neatly.
Yeah, it did.
Before I forget, I would like to salvage or practice doing some like field dressings and stuff like
Excellent. Give me a survival check. Very nice. Yeah, you can get some hides off these things.
that. Nice.
I would like to do some healing if I can.
And
Absolutely.
some steaks.
Yeah, in the first 10 minutes, who you getting first?
Loot.
Loot?
Or
Okay.
no, as in breeze down, or no. Yeah.
No, loot's worse.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, I'll do loot.
All right, roll me. Are you gonna take a 15, roll for 15, or roll for a 20?
I'll just take it 15.
Okay, so roll 2d8 healing for loot. 12
Ah.
hit points for loot in the first 10 minutes. Okay.
I'm gonna spend 10 minutes repairing my shield.
Okay. Give me a crafting check. Give me, are you gonna continue doing, taking 15s on your healing?
Yeah.
Okay, if you want to just keep rolling them and we'll see how long it takes, for you guys to heal up.
Everybody can get a splashy too if they want.
Yeah. Splash.
Which is now a... Let's see here. Okay, I took that one at level 1. Okay, so for Flying Flame, since I took that at level 2, should I mark it as, like, second?
You know, I'm gonna have to look into it, but something tells me that they actually kind of classify every spell. I'm gonna call them spells, because I don't remember what they're called, from your class as a level 1. I'm gonna have to look into that, but I'll figure that out. I'll give you a better answer.
Okay. Because I know with my Ocean's Balm, that was my first one I took, and since
Yeah.
it's level 3, then I do 2d8.
Yeah, because that's says heightened +1.
Yeah, I feel like all those impulses
That's it.
follow the same rule as spells.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. So actually, that should still be 1d8.
I should still be 1d8?
Yeah. I don't know. I read that wrong last time, I guess.
Still, your first D8 was a 5. So
Wait.
it's only
So-
one less.
Because I took Ocean's Balm on my first level, and we're level 4 now.
Right, so basically, when it comes to spells and your impulses, it's going to be half your level. Rounded.
Yeah, so you're right. So, yeah, like he's saying, your spell level is going to be half your level rounded up. So you're level 4, so your spell levels are going to be 2. So it has to get to level 3 before it, which is 1 plus 2. It has to get to 3 before it increases.
Okay, we're talking about the spells level, not my level.
Yeah, spell level.
Okay.
So how much healing did
Oh, wait.
Bree
So
get?
actually, so I just gave 5, so it'd be the first dice, not the second
Yeah.
one. So it'd be the first dice to loot.
Sounds
I'll do
good.
Can I do
Another
one of
one
these
for-
per person, or how is this working?
So you could do it for you can do it once per person every 10 minutes.
Okay.
I think I just lied, man.
Oh
I
yeah,
think impulse level is your level.
really?
Yeah.
Well, I guess
does-
everybody can just do full health then, right? 'Cause
Yeah, we'll just.
out of
What do
combat.
we want to call this? I mean, based on the rolls that you're making, it's looking like it would take you about like 40 minutes like this. 40, 50
Okay.
minutes before everybody was topped off. I'm going to say 50 minutes. I'm just eyeballing it.
It's gonna be 5 to Bree and 8 to Trunks.
Gotcha. Excellent.
Thank you. Thank you.
The loot should be full health then.
Okay, any impulse you use is the same level as you are. For instance, if you're level 5th level, your elemental blast would be 5th level, and its counteract rank would be 3rd rank, of course, even though you gain the action at 1st level. Many impulses get more powerful as you increase in level. In these cases, the impulse ends with one or more level entries. This either lists the level with which the impulse gets an upgrade, or has an entry with a plus sign that describes a benefit that increases on a regular basis. For instance, a first level impulse with a level +4 would get stronger at level 5, 9, 13, 17. So, yes.
So it is my level then, like tied to my level.
Yeah, so Ocean's Balm is a first level impulse, so yeah, at level 3 it would have gone up to 2d8. And that also means that Flying Flame should have an increase. Yeah, it should be 2d6 now. What about your Elemental Blast? Do those say level +2?
It's 4.
It's +4? Okay.
Yeah, because it's because it increases
Right.
the die.
Yeah, it's a +4.
Gotcha. Alright. Okay, we got that now. So yeah, Ocean's Balm and we should probably write down what level they are then too.
Because
Not only the level that you chose them at, but like put in
Its current level.
yeah, like
Well, that's just his
that's
level, right?
That's why I've been putting like there's a level option, so I had it at level like first, so I could keep track of. I don't know. I didn't know
Well,
what to put there, so I could put it at level. I don't know.
not all kineticist abilities are going to be level 1.
Mm-hmm.
So like some of them will be level 5, and then it'll say level +2, which means it goes up at 7th level and
Okay.
9th level. You know.
Right. So that's,
But everything you've got is level 1 so far, but that won't be the same in the future, so we should probably write down that it is a level 1.
Mm-hmm.
But also in the same spot that you've been putting where you, at what level you chose it, keep that, just put what level it is somewhere else. But anyway, yeah, thanks everybody.
So how much health did Bree actually get? I know I got the 5.
Everybody's full.
Everybody's full. Okay.
Yep.
Oh.
Thresh took care of everybody. And Thresh and Risprit.
Yeah.
And it took you about 50 minutes to lick your wounds from...
So wait, then I do with Ocean's Balm. I do get 2d8.
Yeah, it is 2d8. You're right.
Okay.
Sorry, I think I threw in confusion that was unnecessary.
It's all good.
I mean, it did clear things up.
Yeah, you were the one that found found the right answer eventually. I was gonna look at it between sessions. I'm sure I would have caught it, but I was definitely wrong to start with.
Well, it just seems intuitive that it would follow the same rules as spells.
Yeah, I mean, I figured it. Yeah, exactly.
Because I mean, effectively, like my stuff, it doesn't use slots. It's all cantrips.
Right.
Yeah, well, none of your stuff is really strikes or casting magic, so sometimes it's kind of weird with that interaction certain stuff.
Yeah, it's like it's the martial caster.
Yeah.
It's kind of how it.
Well, because like my
plays out.
blasts are either ranged or melee.
Yeah.
And sometimes you add your con, and sometimes you don't. It's just kind of...
Yeah, it's odd how that works.
All right, Kaduka, are we still on?
Yeah.
Bye, stream.
Bye, stream.
Oh, bye, sure.
Bye!